Hey, Victoria. Hey, girl. How are you? That's good. Green. I figured everybody would think like today is a weird day for them to choose for me to have the PET scan on done. But I'm like, um, the process that I've gone through already, they gotta poke me like 8 times for them to find a vein and I only need it every time that I have to get poked this many times. It's only um over there making it look like a Friday, right? Um, it took them to stick me 4 times to find a vein, only so that I can be injected with radiation. Now I didn't know that part about today is that I was going to be injected with radiation, but it was a small amount, and he said that it should be out of my system probably like around 6 or 7 o'clock tonight, but I can't be around like my little grandkids and stuff like that. But I'm excited to be here because this is like the representation of the next stage of um, this cancer journey. So I need this PET scan to be able to show them that the cancer is not connected to any like major vessels or anything like that. And if it shows that, which I believe with everything in me, that's what it's going to show, we will be getting scheduled for surgery sometime next week. So after they injected me with the radiation, they told me that I have to sit here for an hour. And so then I was like, oh, this will be a great time to go and talk to some of my people and catch up because I haven't went live in a very long time. But hi, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Call you later. Love you. Love you too, girl. Start pumping slash flexing your hands to get your veins up. They already got the vein. I've been here ever since 12:30, and it took them just until, well, they just found the vein just like 30 minutes ago, less than 30 minutes ago. They've been looking for a vein. It's like they always have a hard time finding a vein. So yeah, maybe I do need to start doing it. I'm doing good. That's good. So you've already had it done. I've already been injected with the radiation. So I'm bandaged. That's where they was able to find the vein at y'all will see later on how hey Pokey. You'll be able to see later on how bruised up I'll be from where they tried to get it from everywhere and it just does not work. Um, so I've right now I'm just sitting in a room um after I've been injected with the radiation, and once that they said they'll be back to get me in an hour. So I'm just kind of like, let me show y'all the room that I'm in. Ain't nothing major. I got a TV there, a picture on the wall, and they got you behind closed doors, of course, because it got radioactive materials and stuff going on in here. But it's just a simple room, and I'm here in a recliner. This recliner, when I seen it, I was like, oh Lord, this thing looked like chemotherapy. or whatever. But Pokey asked what happened. Pokey, if you're new here to my page, this is Life with Tashana, where life is like a box of chocolate. It really, really is. But um, one day we was searching for something else. My stomach was hurting, and after doing a whole lot of tests and everything, I found out that I have pancreatic cancer. And so I'm just going along the journey um, of that. And I've been going through this journey for a year as of Valentine's Day, 2/14, 2025. And so I made it a year. Um, and we just getting to the point of where like the page is turning. Instead of me just getting chemo over and over and over again, I have done 24 rounds of chemo. Um, when I went on Monday to have chemo, my doctor agreed with me that we weren't going to do chemo on that day. So, what I believe inside of me is that we're preparing to get ready to have surgery. Hey, coffee cake! Um, Preparing to have the surgery to remove um, the cancer. So, um, Deanna, you feel bad? Why you feel bad? Donald Trump is the best president that we've ever had. All right, Jeff. Uh, I am new. Okay, no problem. You know when you come inside of some place new and you have questions, especially over here, you can ask questions of what's going on. I've been there with my sister for 13 years. We did a bone marrow transplant in 22. Now she's 4 years cancer free. Amen. Thank you for coming and sharing. I love when people come and share those kinds of things with me because they help me fill my cup up of hope of, you know, everything that's going on with me. Oh, but you okay right now? Yeah, I'm all right right now. Right now I'm having one of the tests done, a PET scan done, so that it'll tell me whether I'm a candidate to have surgery to remove the cancer. So I'm excited about I'm excited about today. I feel a little jittery and I'm hungry because I haven't eaten anything since 10 o'clock last night. And you can't have anything to eat. You can drink water with this process right here, but you have to wait. And so I still got most likely a couple of hours to go or whatever. But thank you very much. Um, yeah, please hit the like button. Yeah, y'all please do. And thank you. Um, you're welcome. I'm here for you too. Thank you very much. Your videos are fine, but you're the best. Thank you. Hey, growing with Hudson. Yeah, but I figured this is a good time. Of course, I'm gonna do my shorts where I show y'all you know, the process of what's going through. I already done asked them, can I record? Can I record? Because I document my journey or whatever. So we gonna see whatever it says. But I've been asking 1,000 questions. It's like what? Uh, Thank you very much, Pokey, Pokey Mike, Pokemic. I hope I'm saying it right. Like I hate to be messing up people's names and everything. I have good intentions though. Everything will be fine. We're claiming it. Hey, come on, sis. Yes, I'm claiming it. I've had a smile on my face. Like I've been waiting to hear this day for a whole year that I'm moving on to the next stage because it just seems like I just kept doing okay, thank you. I just feel like I've been doing the same thing over and over again. And I have. If I we reached all the way to around 24 of chemo, it was starting to get like repetitive, but I still kept a smile on my face and knowing that things were changing, like my tumor markers were changing. I feel jittery, like, um, but knowing that my tumor markers were changing was good for me, to keep me going. Cause before we went through all of those different chemotherapies, only to hear that it had spread at one point. So, now we on the other side of it. So everything will be fine. We claiming it. Yes, you can call me Mike. Which state are you in? I'm in Florida. I'm in Florida too. Hey. Yeah, I'm in Florida. Orlando, Florida. What part are you in? What part of Florida are you in, SP? Um, be strong. Be strong through cancer. Yeah, I mean, I done had to be strong through a whole lot of things in life, and it was just like for me, it's just like this next thing is like, what else could come in front of me to top what I've already been through? Not that I'm looking for it or whatever, but I believe in growing in life. Um, and you can't grow in life being faced with the same little small things over and over again. Not that I wanted to go through this right here, but yeah, I've been through some things in life. So my cat died from cancer though. Ooh wee. Sorry to hear that. Oh, West Palm Beach. Yeah, I'm from Vero Beach, so I was right up the road from West Palm Beach and Vero Beach is what, like 40 minutes away from each other, according to how fast you drive. Hey, Shamika. How are you? This coffee cake. My sister was at Moffitt for a few months. Yeah, I've never heard of that. I hope I don't ever have to go that far um, to visit with anything. Hey, Marjorie. What's up, fly girl? All right, Mike. But yeah, I just saw an opportunity, and thank you very much tenfold to you. Um, I just said, instead me, I feel weird like when I go someplace because I'm sleepy. I'm tired. Sleep was not that good last night. I was like in the twilight zone. Sleeping is like you laying there with your eyes closed, but you ain't really sleep. It's kind of like a sleep or something. So I don't know, but I ain't really get sleep. But I also feel weird when I come to places, even though this is the hospital. Um, but I don't want to go to sleep. Uh, just sitting there. So I'm like, let me call my family on the phone and talk to them while I'm going through this process. Um, I'm well, Tashana. I put a bell pepper in a pot of dirt and it's been sprouting like crazy. I listen, Shamika, I've seen how you be clipping your bell peppers and everything. And that's the one thing, the thing that I can't do right now. I got so many people that I can go to and still see them. I haven't, of course, I don't have anything in my garden right now. And that bothered me for a while because y'all know that's my thing. That's what I do every single day. But what I hold on to now instead of being angry that I'm not able to be out there and do those things. Um, I take it and look forward to the day that I will be back out there. And then I'll be catching back up with y'all growing out in the garden. So I can't wait to get there. Coffee Cake, how you been? I haven't seen you in a minute. And everybody be saying they ain't seen me in a minute. They ain't saw me post anything or whatever. I post every single day. Every day. Even if it's a short. Now have I been live? No, I haven't been live. Only because um when I like when I'm doing my shorts, of course, I'm talking about the process that I'm going through right now. But the conversations that I be having with y'all is like, that's not where I be wanting to stay at. But of course, I'm going to come and like update y'all on on where I am, what piece of chocolate we on today. It's a cancer hospital in Tampa. They are so good, very nice doctors and nurses. I love their services. Um, my first doctor, I wasn't too crazy about him, but the doctor that I have now, I feel like if I needed him to sit in the room and listen to me talk for 2 hours, he would do just that. He would sit there and just keep talking to me, answering all of my questions, any of my concerns, and everything. So I absolutely love the doctor that I have right now. Um, and yeah, I love everything about that. So it's good to know that it's good places everywhere else. Yes, ma'am, and thank you. You're the reason I even tried something like that. Our soil outside is too cold. Yeah, like around this time of the year, um, I usually have um collard greens and cabbage and all of that kind of stuff be out there now. But um, you know, me and I always y'all know I be laughing about everything. I be like, if I didn't laugh about it, what I'm supposed to do? Cry about every single thing that's happening to me? Literally, my legs. Well, at this time, the last time I showed y'all was my feet. My feet do pretty good with the water pills that I'm on, and I don't really have a lot of swelling in them. But honey, y'all know when we used to have field day in school and stuff like that, and like you put the ball in between your legs and you walk with the ball to get to the finish line or whatever like that. That's now my thighs are like swollen like that with what the water how the water go from down to your feet and your your calves to up to your thighs. I don't know. But my walk is crazy. So but I thank God that I'm still able to walk. But honey, at times it's like taking 3 steps forwards and 2 steps back, which is still progress, but that's how it is. And the last time that I talked to y'all, I told y'all about I failed. Well, I done fail again. So, but I ain't hurt myself, and all of those things that's happening, I learned to just laugh at them. I know I don't get notifications. Great to see you. Coffee, it's good to see you too. Sometimes what they saying you have to do is unsubscribe and resubscribe again and then turn your notification bells on. I don't know why they be doing that. Um, it is what it is. But yes, I do post every single day. People be telling me all the time is that, oh my God, I haven't seen one of your videos in forever. I don't know why. They say YouTube be playing games with you and everything. You're doing this to get back to your garden. Absolutely, I am. Man, I miss growing out in the garden, but I understand like there's so many levels to growing in life, and so it made me real sad for a long time not to be able to go out into my garden and do anything out there. But I always talk about growing on the inside and on the outside. And so I'm where I am right now. I'm totally growing on the inside and learning how to trust God on a whole different level in these days, you know. Um, but I'm definitely gonna be excited. I even growing with Hudson the I don't know if I think you seen the video, but you sent me the onions and the oregano. My daughter went and planted those things out in the garden. I haven't been able to see them yet out there in the garden. So I think that's probably like the only thing out there is that and probably some broccoli. But y'all know, like I have pineapples and stuff like that. But all of the kids said all of my strawberries have all died out. Even my mango trees and everything, they all look like that cold front that came through. It looked like it took everything out, and I'm just like, I have to look at that stuff and be like, you know, it made me sad at first, and then I'm just like, I'm, I'm when I see that, it's almost like it's trying to be like a discouragement, but all I can hear in my mind is restoration, restoration, that it's all gonna be, you know, I'm gonna get it back 10 times what it was that I had before. I've never met you, but I can tell you're a quiet fighter. I'm in your corner. We're in your corner. Keep punching. All right, Roger. Yes, I am. I'm gonna keep on. Let your gold shine. Cheese. Thank you, Grizz. What's happening, Lollipop? Lollipop. Okay. Um, Not much. Okay, did that. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I don't know how to happen, but that's what I usually do when I find out like I ain't getting notifications from places that I usually get notifications from. But two, now what I can tell you is I definitely have not been live. I've just been you know, and as I'm talking to y'all, I could feel like my head scarf is moving. And somebody asked me one time, say, why you don't wear your head wraps and stuff like you used to no more? I said I don't wear them no more because really, like I'm comfortable with my hair missing, um, or whatever. But I was like, when you ain't got no hair on your head, there's not really like there's nothing for like the head wraps to like grab onto or whatever. So I was like, I had a dream one night that I bent over and my head wrap fell off of my head while I was at chemo one day, and I was like, and I almost wanted to feel like I was gonna be traumatized from it or whatever. But then I thought to myself, well, girl, if you don't have no issue with not having your hair, what does it matter if the head wrap fall off of your head? So right now I'm telling y'all I can feel like my rep, you know, just like that. But there is no way in the world that you can be at these hospitals and stuff and not have anything on your head. I mean, it's so cold in here and nothing to protect your head. You know, just like that, yeah. Ain't nothing but a thing. But it is too cold in these places to just not be in here with your head protected with something on it. Mm-mm. Uh-uh. Yeah, and this beanie right here, this is you can whenever I go to chemo, there's a table that have stuff that people make for us all the time. So like if you go into chemo or something and you forgot to bring like something to cover your head, whatever like that, they always have new stuff up there that you can go. You got people who constantly make different stuff for us, like earrings and all of that kind of stuff. So it's like one time, well, twice now I've gone to chemo and I forgot to bring a head wrap because I hadn't got. I used to wear a head wrap every single time I go, but then after I don't have the hair or whatever, like to hold on to it, you can just feel it like sliding everywhere. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna go ball and then forget to take something to put over my head and get in there. And you cannot stand the way that cold, because they have the air conditions and stuff so high, to keep down, germs and stuff like that. So yeah. But yeah, that's why I got this beanie from free. Somebody made it for us. I don't have their name tag with us. You hold, yeah, and you be losing it real quick when you be sitting up when you be sitting up in chemo. Um, how sweet of people. I made a few with a loom. It's therapeutic. What is a loom? Coffee cake? Is that like a utensil that you use to make something? And you know what? When I was a little girl, I was taught how to knit. No, wait a minute, crochet. Which one you call it when you got just a little? Yeah, I think it's crochet. Knitting is when you got the two sticks in your hand. I ain't never learned how to do that. My mama used to do that, but she could knit, sew, all of that good stuff. But I learned how to crochet. It's like a big circle, yes, and you just wrap and fold over each other. Hey, Seneca. I know they used to have this thing that back in the days, long time ago. I think I was like 10, where you could put like the thread on the thing and then you just spin it around and then it just go and the things lift up on it and it grab the thread down or something like that right there. I don't know, but I think you could make them out of something like that. I don't really see stuff like that. I can't say they don't really make stuff like that no more because they probably do, but I just haven't seen any of that stuff lately. But yeah, people, they have all kinds of stuff. Like you go, it's just a table that they have out in the chemo room, like where it's a snack. They have a snack table. They have sodas. Um, I'm surprised I ain't never really gave y'all, like, I done showed y'all what the chemo room looked like, but like they got tables and stuff set up in there. It's like they have little refrigerators that have all kinds of drinks, Cokes, ginger ale, Sprite, apple juice, orange juice, coffee, water, ice machines, snacks, and it's all free. Like we can eat whatever it is that we want to, but they also have like tables and they got little trees set up with got a bunch of earrings hanging on it that people make for us and everything, all free and stuff like that. Sometimes you can like um essential oils, all of that kind of stuff like that. They have all kinds of stuff like that. It's like a big circle, yes. You just wrap and fold over, really. Yeah. Hey, love. You're looking gorgeous. Thank you, Seneca. How you doing? I'm feeling I'm feeling good. It's like right now I'm excited about today. Um I'm in a I'm in a different area in my process. So I'm getting my PET scan today. So I'm excited about getting that done because that's gonna say whether my next thing is um, I'm gonna be eligible to get surgery to remove the cancer. So I'm excited about it. Um, I made one. I made one for my cat. LOL. She didn't go for it. She wasn't playing that. She ain't care for it. She wanted off. Off. Take it off. Yeah. So, um, I don't know. I think I got about 15 more minutes to sit in this room. I'm I'm at I'm at the hospital. I'm not in the hospital. I'm at the hospital to have a PET scan done. So, and this process take a little bit of time cuz you know, yeah, I'm good. I feel good about, I don't feel the one thing that is bothering me is my legs, but even my legs can't make me take off the focus. And another thing is they already I told y'all in some um that my last chemo was scheduled for last Monday. And so I've already started because you have to be off of chemo 2 to 4 weeks prior to you having surgery because chemo does not allow your body to heal after surgery. So last Monday was my first chemo that I skipped. So hopefully that's gonna be the first week that I collect. And I think I'd rather be like 4 weeks away from the chemo, the bigger number that they pick, um, because also too, I'm diabetic in this process, and I hate to even say that I'm diabetic because I don't really know if that's what they call it because your pancreas is what controls your A1C, and so it's gonna throw it all out of whack anyways. But I guess that's how they call it while you're in the process. But I'd rather be the 4 weeks out because already being diabetic is it give you a harder time with healing too. So I don't know how that works. But we gonna all find out together. I'm learning as I go. God got your back and me too. Thank you very much. Yeah. Um yeah, I was gonna say I was I was about to tell y'all something else. Oh, and what I'm doing in my shorts lately, not only that, but I've been going back and looking through. Nah, I still know I see something on my eye. I don't know what it got to hold on to because I ain't even got no eyelashes. But my mom playing tricks on me. Anyways, um, in my shorts, I'm going back to the day that I was diagnosed, which was February 14th, 2025. And I'm looking back over those days and then just like going through it because some of those things is like I'm talking to y'all, but ain't really open and ready to be so honest about what it is that I'm feeling. Hell, I had just came on here and was just like in the position to be able to talk about some of the things that I was going through and didn't really want to cry in front of people, but um, just let it be what it's gonna be. Um, but going back and looking at what it was that I was going through on those days and everything. So I'm kind of doing that in my shorts of like looking back on those days and like thinking about it now. And that's a hard situation too to like some days it's kind of hard to um be in that place and watch those videos because I can feel what I felt like on that day even though I'm not in that place anymore or um it's just feeling the sadness um, and everything of it. And believe it or not, when I was diagnosed with cancer, um, I can't even say that it had a lot to do with me, considering myself and what I was about to go through. My mind was instantly on my children. Um, nobody ain't gonna take care of your kids the way you take care of them. So it's like yeah, thinking in my mind, I'm possibly about to check out of here. I'm not going to be here. Who's going to take care of my kids? Was my mind thought, how I'm going to tell my kids? I don't even want to tell my kids about this. Um, is the feelings that I can feel um, back then. I think the worst thing that bothered me going through the whole process of getting there was when it came down to getting the port put in. Oh my God, I thought that was the worst. I thought that was the worst thing ever. And looking back now, it's like, why was I so over the top about it? But then too, I do know why I was so over the top about it. Because I used to drive people that to like medical appointments and stuff like that. And a lot of my clients were people who take dialysis, and so the ports that they had was the only kind of ports that I ever knew of or whatever, So when they said a port, all in my mind was the kind of ports that they got. So that's what I was afraid of. But then, you know, when I got my port, it wasn't even anything close like the one that they ever had. My port ended up being right here, which you probably can barely even see it. It's like right there, but it's like a little circle up under your skin. I thought mine was gonna be on my arm. It was gonna be something on my arm. What I seen with the dialysis um, clients and stuff like that. So it wasn't none of that. So, but yeah. Again, I just wanted to come through and let you all, talk to you all for a few minutes before it's time for them to come back and get me and take me to actually have the PET scan. Um, so I know they'll be in here and open these big old doors in just a few minutes. So, but it was good coming on and talking to y'all, and I will talk to y'all a little bit later. I don't know if it'll be today or sometime before this coming week is over. I will be back to talk to y'all again because before this week out is out, I should have some results at least by Wednesday of what's going on, and I will keep y'all up to date with that right there. And later on I'll show y'all what the room and stuff look like because y'all know I don't know nothing about this whole cancer thing or know nothing. And sometimes I feel like me talking to you all, it don't necessarily have to be you all or you're the one that has gone through cancer, but I feel like me talking to you all, maybe you've had a family member or somebody near you that has gone through or is going through this situation, and maybe I can help you answer questions because everybody don't want to talk about it. Everybody don't want to answer no questions about it. They just want to keep whatever it is that they feeling on the inside of them, and while you trying to understand what is happening in the process, maybe I can be that person to help you understand or give the knowledge. Or sometimes I'm on here talking about stuff so that I can get understanding from other people because I don't know nothing. I don't know much about anything, but I'm learning as I grow, and um, learning is a part of growing. And that's my thing that I always say. No matter what situation you in, continue to grow. So thank you, Karen. Thank you. My sister has sickle cell and it's common for them to get ports. Really? Now, see, that's something else I learned today because I know a couple of people who have sickle cell, but I didn't know that they get ports too. I didn't know. But y'all gonna see through my process. Even one day I was sitting there crying. Um, about them changing the date that I was supposed to get my port put in. And it's coming up real close because throughout this week, a year ago, a whole lot of stuff was happening. A lot of stuff. So it's like just me going back and just thinking about where I was in those moments. It's just um, something else. But for those of y'all who ain't never journaled before or whatever, and those ones that have journaled before, it's an amazing thing sometimes to go back and see where you were a year ago and where you are today. And where I am today from a year ago, um, I'm I'm ecstatic about where I am, even though I'm still going through a lot of the stuff that I was going through. I'm not in that place anymore. I feel like, I done growed up a whole lot. Where I came into this process, I came in like a baby, crawling, not even crawling, just laying on my back and just crying because I, I, I couldn't tell you where this was gonna go, why I even had it, and I was even mad at God in the beginning. Why do I need to have this? Why am I going through this? Haven't I been through enough already in my life? I went down all of those questions and everything, but I didn't stay there. Um, but I will say that I'm going to get up off of here. No matter where you are, make sure you're growing on the inside and the outside. And whatever situation you in, make sure you're growing in that situation. Even when you don't know how to grow in the situation, if you just get up every day and put one foot in front of the other, you'll realize later on down the line that you absolutely growing. It ain't a growing is like when you getting taller or something like that, but it definitely is like a feel. It's like you ever been to the gym. When you go in the gym, sometimes you don't feel, oh, I don't feel like going to do no exercise today. I don't feel like going to do this, and I don't feel like going to do that. But even when you don't feel like doing it and you get up and you go and do it anyways, it ain't what you felt like before you went in there. But when you come out of there, you feel like the champ is here. The champ is here. It's about how you feel on your way walking from out of there. And it's the same way. When I was in the garden, out there in the garden doing stuff, I would be out there from 7 o'clock in the morning till sometimes 8, 9, 10 o'clock at nighttime. I've took y'all out in the garden with me late nights and everything. I would be tired as I don't know what, but I loved everything about being in the garden. But y'all heard my door open. It's my time to get up out of here. I'll talk to y'all later. Remember to continue to grow.